Have you ever wondered how aging transforms not just your body, but also the way you see yourself and connect with others? For men, the changes that come with age often feel like uncharted territory, especially when it comes to deeply personal aspects like sexuality and identity. But what if I told you these changes aren't the end of something, but rather the beginning of a profound transformation? In this video, we're diving deep into the intricate journey of aging, particularly the physical, emotional, and psychological changes that men experience as they grow older. From the natural decline of testosterone to shifts in the circulatory system that affect sexual health, we'll explore how these changes impact not just the body, but also the mind and spirit. More importantly, we'll uncover how embracing these changes with grace can lead to deeper intimacy, stronger relationships, and a renewed sense of self-worth. By the end of this video, you'll learn how to redefine your masculinity, rekindle emotional connections, and find fulfillment in ways that transcend physicality. So stay with us, because the insights we'll share could change the way you see yourself and your relationships for the better. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. Aging is an all-encompassing journey, one that intricately weaves its influence into every aspect of our lives, including the deeply personal and often sensitive realm of sexuality. It's a process that carries with it a mixture of challenges and revelations, often asking us to reframe our understanding of ourselves and our relationships. The changes we encounter as we grow older may at first feel unsettling or foreign, but they are not a source of shame or regret. Rather, they are a natural and inevitable part of the complex, beautiful cycle of life. Our bodies become living chronicles, bearing the imprints of love, resilience, growth, and endurance. These changes reflect the remarkable journeys we have undertaken, and learning to embrace them with grace is an essential key to living a life filled with dignity, fulfillment, and purpose in our later years. When we talk about aging, it is impossible to separate the physical transformations that come with it, especially those that occur in the male body. For many men, youth is a time of vitality, where strength and masculinity feel synonymous with invincibility. The penis, often seen as a symbol of this vitality, represents not only physical function but also identity and self-worth. However, as the years progress, the realities of aging reveal themselves in subtle yet undeniable ways. The changes that the male body undergoes, though often unexpected, are not arbitrary. They are deeply tied to the biological and hormonal rhythms of the human body, part of a broader narrative of growth, evolution, and adaptation. One of the most significant factors contributing to these changes is the natural decline in testosterone levels, a process that typically begins in a man's 40s or 50s. Testosterone, the hormone that plays a crucial role in shaping male characteristics, gradually decreases over time. This decline sets in motion a cascade of physiological changes that can affect various aspects of life, including the appearance and function of the penis. The tissues, once elastic and resilient, may lose some of their youthful vigor. Muscle tone diminishes, and the structure itself may take on a thinner, more delicate appearance. These changes may also include a reduction in size when flaccid, which can be disconcerting for some men who equate these physical traits with their sense of identity and masculinity. Beyond hormonal shifts, the aging process significantly impacts the circulatory system, a crucial factor in sexual health. Over time, arteries throughout the body, including those supplying the penis, may harden or narrow, restricting blood flow. This reduction in circulation can make erections less frequent, less firm, and sometimes more difficult to maintain. These changes are a natural part of aging, yet they often carry an emotional weight that extends far beyond the physical. For many men, these shifts can evoke feelings of vulnerability or insecurity, as they challenge long-held notions of virility and self-image. But aging is not a story of loss, it is a story of transformation. While the physical changes of aging may alter one's relationship with their body, they also open the door to a deeper, richer form of intimacy. The essence of a fulfilling sexual relationship in later years is not defined solely by physical performance, but by the emotional connection, tenderness, and shared pleasure between partners. This stage of life offers an opportunity to focus on the qualities that truly make intimacy meaningful: mutual respect, understanding, and the quiet joy of simply being present with someone you care for. It is equally important to address the profound psychological and emotional challenges that can accompany these changes. For many men, the penis is not merely a part of the body. It is a symbol of identity, strength, and masculinity. Witnessing its transformation over time can trigger complex emotions, from vulnerability and uncertainty to sadness or even a sense of loss. These feelings are deeply human and entirely natural. Society often glorifies youthful virility, creating a cultural narrative that equates masculinity with unchanging physical prowess. This narrative can leave men feeling isolated or hesitant to discuss their fears and insecurities openly. Yet, these moments of vulnerability offer an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. By acknowledging the natural progression of life and reframing these changes as part of an evolving journey, men can find empowerment and resilience. It requires courage to embrace these shifts, but in doing so, men can reclaim their self-worth and redefine their identity in a way that transcends physical attributes. Aging is also a powerful reminder of the importance of nurturing emotional intimacy. The later stages of life offer a unique opportunity to deepen the bonds we share with others, focusing on love, connection, and shared experiences rather than the fleeting benchmarks of physical perfection. The trust and understanding that develop over years of companionship often lead to a profound form of intimacy that is less about physicality and more about the heart. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. It is also important to recognize that these changes can inspire a new perspective on what it means to live fully. They remind us that life, in all its stages, is a journey to be cherished. Rather than focusing on what is lost, we can choose to celebrate what remains: wisdom, emotional depth, and the capacity for love and connection. This perspective allows us to approach aging not with fear, but with curiosity and gratitude. The process of aging challenges us to let go of societal expectations and embrace our evolving selves with compassion. It teaches us that our worth is not confined to the physical but extends to the richness of our character, the depth of our relationships, and the wisdom we share with others. By accepting and even celebrating the changes that come with time, we open ourselves to a life of renewed purpose, profound joy, and enduring love. In this way, aging becomes not an ending, but a new beginning, a testament to the resilience and beauty of the human spirit. However, it is crucial to remember that true masculinity is not defined by the vigor of youth or the perfection of physical appearance, but by the richness of wisdom, the depth of experience, and the capacity to love and connect meaningfully with others. Old age, far from being a diminishing of one's essence, presents a profound opportunity to redefine what it means to be a man. It invites us to shift our focus away from the fleeting metrics of physical performance and onto the enduring qualities of emotional intimacy, compassion, and the quality of our relationships. For many men, the changes that come with aging can feel disorienting. As their bodies no longer respond as they once did, some may experience an identity crisis, grappling with feelings of inadequacy or diminished self-worth. These moments of vulnerability are deeply human, but they also hold the potential for growth. This is where the gifts of wisdom and self-understanding come into play. It is essential to recognize that beauty, strength, and virility are not confined to the youthful years of life. Instead, they evolve, finding new expressions in the wisdom gained through experience, the ability to connect deeply, and the capacity to nurture and sustain meaningful bonds. In my journey, I have witnessed remarkable transformations in men who chose to embrace these changes with dignity rather than resistance. These men understood that aging does not strip away masculinity but reshapes it, offering a chance to explore intimacy in profound and fulfilling ways. They discovered that the heart of intimacy lies not in physical prowess but in the shared pleasure of connection, the warmth of affection, and the strength of emotional bonds. One story stands out to me, a memory I have cherished over the years. I once met a man in his later years, a man who had been a passionate and confident lover in his youth. As time passed, he began to notice subtle but undeniable changes in his body. His responses were no longer as immediate, and this deeply worried him. He felt a growing fear of disappointing his partner, a fear that she might no longer see him as the man she once knew. The uncertainty weighed heavily on him, casting a shadow over his self-esteem and sense of identity. But rather than allowing these feelings to define him, this man chose a different path. He confided in his partner, sharing his fears and insecurities with vulnerability and honesty. To his surprise, her response was not one of disappointment, but of tenderness and reassurance. She reminded him that their connection had never been rooted in physical perfection, but in the depth of their emotional bond and the love they shared. Together, they redefined their intimacy, focusing on the joy of shared moments, the beauty of affection, and the quiet comfort of simply being together. This experience transformed him. He came to understand that masculinity is not a static concept tied to physical attributes, but a dynamic expression of authenticity, vulnerability, and strength. He embraced the changes in his body as part of his journey, finding freedom in letting go of societal expectations and rediscovering the essence of who he was. His story is a powerful reminder that aging is not a loss but an evolution, a chance to step into a deeper understanding of oneself and one's relationships. It is an invitation to let go of the pressures of youth and to embrace the gifts of maturity, wisdom, resilience, and the ability to connect on a soul-deep level. True masculinity is not measured by external markers, but by the courage to accept oneself fully and to love without reservation. In this reimagined vision of manhood, old age becomes a time of liberation and growth, a season to focus on what truly matters, the connections we nurture, the love we share, and the legacy of kindness and understanding we leave behind. Let this be a call to all men to honor the journey of aging with grace, to value the lessons it brings, and to recognize that their worth is not diminished by the passing of years but enriched by the experiences that shape them. This man, over the years, came face to face with the inevitable reality of his changing body. Once, he had been full of vigor, confident in his abilities, and certain of his place in the world. Yet, as time passed, he found himself grappling with a quieter, more uncertain version of himself. The strength he had once taken for granted began to wane, replaced by doubts and fears that crept into his thoughts like unwelcome shadows. He could not help but feel as though the changes in his body were stripping him of his identity, leaving him questioning his worth as a man. He feared he was failing, not just himself, but his partner, the woman he loved deeply and had shared a life with for decades. At first, he kept these thoughts to himself, reluctant to share the weight of his insecurities. He silently battled feelings of inadequacy, convinced that the changes in his physicality were a loss that could never be reclaimed. But his wife, his steadfast companion and partner in life, saw the sadness he tried so hard to hide. With her quiet strength and unwavering love, she extended a hand to him, guiding him toward a new understanding of their bond. One evening, as they sat together in the warmth of their home, she looked at him with eyes full of compassion and spoke words that forever changed his perspective. She reminded him that their relationship had never been about physical perfection or fleeting youthful passion. Instead, it was built on something far greater, the unshakable foundation of love, respect, and connection they had nurtured over the years. In her eyes, he was not diminished by the changes in his body, but enriched by the experiences they had shared and the depth of his character. With her encouragement, they began a journey of rediscovery, a journey that transformed not only their intimacy but also their understanding of what it means to truly love. They learned to let go of societal expectations and embrace a form of closeness that was rooted in tenderness and emotional connection. The once small gestures of affection, holding hands, exchanging a knowing smile, or simply sitting together in comfortable silence, became profound expressions of their enduring bond. Physical intimacy, too, took on a new and deeper meaning, one that celebrated the beauty of trust, vulnerability, and the joy of being present with each other. Over time, This man realized that the changes he had once feared were not losses at all. They were opportunities to grow closer to his wife, to see her, and himself, with fresh eyes. He discovered that true masculinity was not tied to the unchanging vitality of youth, but to the courage to embrace vulnerability, the strength to love unconditionally, and the wisdom to adapt with grace. Together, he and his wife built a love story that defied the passing years, finding fulfillment and joy in the richness of their shared journey. This couple's story is a powerful reminder that aging, though often accompanied by physical changes, does not have to mean the end of intimacy or connection. On the contrary, it offers an opportunity to redefine what it means to love and be loved. The changes in the male body, including those in the penis, are a natural part of life's progression. These transformations are not to be mourned but embraced, as they invite us to explore new dimensions of intimacy and connection that transcend the physical. If you are still watching this video, and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Aging offers us the gift of perspective, allowing us to look beyond the surface and find deeper meaning in our relationships and within ourselves. It teaches us to value not just what is visible but what is felt, the love, respect, and understanding that make life truly meaningful. My dear grandchildren, if there is one piece of wisdom I hope you carry with you, it is this: look at yourselves and your partners with eyes full of compassion and love. In doing so, you will find the strength to navigate life's challenges and the courage to celebrate its imperfections. As we age, our worth does not diminish. It transforms into something more profound. Our value is no longer measured by the fleeting attributes of youth, but by the depth of our character, the richness of our experiences, and the connections we nurture with those we hold dear. True intimacy lies not in physical perfection, but in the meeting of two souls, in the ability to love and accept each other through all the seasons of life. It is found in the small, imperfect details that make each of us unique and cherished. The beauty of life is not in its symmetry, but in its imperfections, the moments that test us, teach us, and ultimately bring us closer to one another. This message is not merely to be heard, but to be lived and shared with those we love most. I encourage you to reflect on the lessons aging has to offer, to see it not as a loss but as an opportunity for growth, connection, and joy. Share these reflections with others, for the wisdom of experience becomes richer when it is passed on. Let us all embrace the journey of aging with open hearts and minds. Let us celebrate the enduring power of love, the strength of vulnerability, and the profound beauty of human connection. If these reflections resonate with you, I invite you to join us on this path of understanding and growth by subscribing to our channel, Sabia Vages, and sharing these messages with those who may need them. Together, let us honor the wisdom that comes with time and the infinite capacity for love that defines our humanity. Aging is not an ending, it is a beginning, a time to live with greater depth, purpose, and grace. Now that we've explored the profound journey of aging and the transformations it brings, I'd love to hear from you. What have you learned so far about redefining masculinity, deepening emotional intimacy, or embracing the changes that come with age? Share one insight you've gained and plan to bring into practice in your life in the comments below. If this video resonated with you, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your engagement helps us continue creating meaningful content that empowers and inspires. Remember, aging isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of a beautiful new chapter. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.